Well, hi everyone. I'm Carmen Gil. I'm from Bogota, Colombia. I teach at this place that is called the Universidad de los Andes. It's the first university that used to have an art and technology program back in the 90s. I actually started to study art, like fine arts, because I was good at painting. And the first day of school, there wasn't like an easel or anything, but a computer. So I ended up doing digital arts back when nobody knew what that was. I think that many people still don't know what media arts are. And actually, I'm going to give you a little bit of context on Hybris, which is a project that I recently premiered that I've been working on since 2017. It was put on hold because of a big event that we had a couple of years ago. And this is where I work. I'm also a curator of this festival that is called Voltaje. It's an art and technology salon that this year turns its 10th anniversary. So I'm going to be presenting this also on Thursday, but I'm going to be in Paris. I can be here. So please bear with us until Thursday, because if you know media artists, if you know people that work with technology, we're very, very happy to have them in Colombia. We have had almost 200 artists so far in our last 10 years, and people from all backgrounds, very renowned people and young artists, people that just graduated university. We mainly cover performance, installations, immersive projects, interactive projects, pretty much everything. And this is just a couple of pictures of what we did in Voltaje last year. It was at the planetarium in Bogota, but I'll be talking about it on Thursday. So that was just an introduction. Why did we do this? Because we were graduated media artists. I've been teaching at the university since 2000 as lecturer, and I am faculty since 2008. And people were graduating and they didn't have anywhere to show their work, because normal regular galleries are not interested in things that move, in things that turn on and off, and how do I keep this? Does it go on my sofa? What do I do with this? So we started creating this kind of event, and now people are starting to buy also because we partner up with a fair. So I'm an artist, actually, and my university has a very interesting thing, is that if you're an artist and you do research in some particular kind of way, and you don't necessarily have to publish a paper in an arbitrated magazine or anything like that, but you have to create your artwork, to create something new, something that is experimental or avant-garde, and also that would create a line of investigation. And I come from performing arts, music. When I was a kid, I wanted to work for MTV. Back when MTV was cool. Nobody wants to work for MTV right now. And then I had a rock band, like an electronic rock band, and I started doing video and live video. So I come from a BJ background, but then I started working with performing arts. So 12 years ago, the university asked us to follow a project on one of our interests, and mine was live video, expanded cinema, live cinema, and media archaeology. So we started La Quinta del Lobo, which means the Wolf's Fifth, which is I call it a company of performing media arts. Now everyone says expanded arts. That's the term that is now in fashion. But actually, this is what we do. We try to break the screen. Yesterday we were talking a little bit about what happens with technology. How do you preserve technology? When I graduated, there were no galleries. Everyone was doing net art, right? So we did art for the internet because that was democratic, because you didn't need a gallery and you did not need to talk to curators. You were just doing something with a bunch of friends, and you buy a space on the web and then put it out there, and then it stopped working, and then technology changed, Flash stopped working. So I said, okay, I had it enough with the screens. I also did a lot of CD-ROMs. Do you remember CD-ROMs? And then they stopped making CD-ROM readers. So it's like, this is my artwork. What do I do with it? So then this is a very interesting painting for me. It's from a Spanish painter that is called Pedro del Caso. He's from Catalonia, from the 19th century. Of course, it's a trompe-l'œil. But for me, it's very interesting because it's about breaking the boundaries. The name is wonderful. It's escaping the critics. So I mean, it deals a lot with my reflection on what technology is for breaking the grounds, is for creating new spaces, and it's about bringing us together, not bringing us apart. So I turned to doing live shows, performing spaces, immersive experiences, something that brings us together. Even though I'm really interested in VR as a curator, I wouldn't do a VR project because I think it sets us apart a little bit. We had the helmet that we showed you. It was projected in the dome of the planetarium because if you don't want to wear it, you can see it as well. So I'm always thinking about something that is called a shared space, maybe because I come from music, theater, and live performances. I think that being together is something that is necessary, and this experience of sharing things. So what is La Quinta del Lobo? The World's Fifth is an interdisciplinary ensemble of expanded arts. So what is it? It's everything and nothing. It has two members that have been there forever. It's me and my partner, which is a composer, musician, sound designer. And we work with art, science, technology, everything that we find interesting. We did a project on AI last year. We got bored because it has a limit. It was obvious, so we said like, yeah, it's enough. Let's go back to do something ourselves. So we invite people, we invite other artists, musicians, dancers, performers, designers, architects, craftspeople, people that, of course, engineers, because we need programming. I can read code, but I don't write it. So we have been around a lot. We have created 4 plays so far. We have worked with indigenous people, with African, Black, with Afro-Colombian communities, but we're also trying to find our voice because we are some kind of elite, but elite in the global South, but not in the global North. So where do we speak from? We're not indigenous, we're not African Colombian, so where do we speak from? And this is a project, Hybris, that I started in 2017, and we just premiered it in March this year. It deals with climate change. It deals with something that I found that is the growler paradox. The growler is the offspring of the polar and the grizzly, 2 species that are not supposed to mate, but because of climate change, they do. And it's a metaphor on climate change, and it happens everywhere. I mean, we have hybrids everywhere. Yesterday, someone was talking about the caribou. Yes, the caribou is also one of the metaphors of climate change. So how do we address these questions? And we started, this is the beautiful growler. Of course, it's a beautiful creature. It's an illustration, of course, but it's also tragic. So how do we create something from this? So I started research about what it means to be a hybrid in Latin America. A hybrid is something that is mixed race, it's a bastard, it's a half blood, mixed blood, and this is what happened with races in America. You have the mestizo, you have the mulatto, you have the sambo, you have pretty much everything, but it's not like the standard. So it's something that is off. It's something that is forbidden. And it's also something that has to do with imagination. It's also something that has to do with mythology, these hybrid creatures. So that was the point. And also hybris in Greek is disproportion, and it's fury or pride. It's what we become when we lose our ground and when we lose the respect for other people's personal space. So that's what the play is called, Hybris. Then I started also some research on fantastic hybrids and also with ancient hybrids. These are the Kawakak, which are people from the northern Canada, these are transformation masks that the shamans use. And that's a very common practice, but also we didn't want to do cultural appropriation because it's something that you're not supposed to do anymore. So it's how do we approach these questions now? I'm also very keen into this prediction of how the future will look. And this is a terrifying map of 4 degrees more on Earth. And since they did this illustration in 2017, we have 2 more degrees. So it's only 2 more to go degrees. So we did a lot of research. We also went to landscapes in Colombia that are almost on the verge of disappearing. This is up in the mountains. This is the wetlands where the water is being created. And I built the structure, which is a dome And for me, that was a metaphor, a very interesting metaphor of the world. And I also had a friend that was doing some research in the Antarctica and sent me these pictures of the glaciers calving. And for me, this is also what the Earth could look right now, this post-industrial landscape that we humans have created, and that it's our living place. So we started building these structures. We also started, I started working with the biologists that helped me build this ecosystem of Physarum polycephalum, which is protist that is very smart and can colonize and can solve many intricate mazes or labyrinths. And for me, it's a metaphor of the life that will prevail in any form, no matter what, after we're gone. So with everything that we did, we started creating also this is like the costumes for the hybrids. This is a singer, it's called Juanita, she's a contemporary singer. And we started doing installation projects. These are the dresses that we came up with, that some kind of metaphor of the hybrids. And this is the space that we designed. We pre-premiered the project in Berlin in Radial System in 2019. So the space is, it has screens all around you, 360 degrees, and the dome, and the people are inside. It's an immersive experience for the people to look at the different screens, and we share information and data, and people are inside of this space. So we pre-premiered there, 2019. This was the first reincarnation of Hybris. And then we were about to premiere March 2020. Do you know what happened? The night of the premiere, we started crying, we picked up everything and we went home and we stopped. We did another project for the National Theatre of Colombia, which is Infinitos. You can get on the website. It was a website where we would collect 4 categories: revelations, nostalgias, detachments, and omens, what people felt through the pandemic. And then we did an installation inside the theater. That's in Films for Web, and this is what we did there. We stopped all the project of Hybris for 3 years. And this is the first time they opened the theater. They opened with everything. We just collected this information, did the films, and then put it on stage, what people were thinking about the pandemic. And we took this project to Dubai. Yesterday, you were talking about Dubai, about the dome. We didn't get the dome. Coldplay got the dome. But this was the same day for this Coldplay. We didn't get the dome. And this is what we did in Dubai. And then, flash forward, this is the reincarnation. Last year, we did a bit of Hybris at Voltaje, at my festival in the planetarium, but just like a small teaser of 15 minutes. And this year, we finally premiered here. This is the new National Center of the Arts in Bogota. It has a beautiful black box. Actually, the Ministry of Culture said, like, what do we need a black box for? And it's like, for Hybris. So this is the latest reincarnation. And this is what we did. So we actually put it to work, and we gathered all the information. We redid all the project. There is a new singer on board, and we wrote new songs about hybrids, and it's multilingual. It's English and Spanish, and it's for all audiences. And we have a lot of data. We have a lot of graphics on climate change. And this is the night of the premiere. We were supposed to do 4 shows. We had so many people coming, and actually it was free because they said, like, who's going to come to see this weird thing? Like, this is, what is this? This is not theater, not dance, nothing. But you know what I'm talking about. So it's free. Okay, so we had people piling up outside of the place. So we had to do 10 shows. So it was good. And I'm going to show you a video. This is how it looked in the end. It looked better than in Berlin, which I'm very, very happy to say that we got it at home. And this is the latest version of the hybrid. There is a dancer inside. Everyone said that, what is that? It's animatronics, it's robot, it's AI. No, it's some customs, no, like in the olden days. And I do all the live video. I'm still doing VJing. And we also had a surround system of 60 speakers, which is partner up with my colleagues at the university in the music department. This is my information. They call me Carmen Electric. That's my artistic name. My students name me that. And this is the video. I'm going to show you like a small trailer of 3 minutes of Hybris. We have sound. Oh, I think I have to stop sharing the other one. Okay. Stop share. And I'm going to share this one, media player. Share sound. We learned this during the pandemic. And
We did.
thinking. Is it now? Out. Yeah, but it's not clicking. It's not clicking.
Yes.
UC player.
Of course.
It's like what we were saying yesterday, tech during a tech conference is always super, super fun.
Yeah, but we have the shirt. Yes. Murphy's Law. The conference on digital art, of course, is going to, some things will fail.
That looks promising. Please work.
They would transport. Teaser, it's a 50-minute play. And the last thing that I have to say is, for me, technology is about poetics, not special effects. And I think that we still have a lot to learn and to create and to create these spaces where we can talk about the things we do and share knowledge and share poetics.
Okay.